Hello, hello, hello. It's Tamalza Fox from Rockstar Priestess with some pretty crazy hair. And we're here today for Venus Church, where we check in every single week and connect with the great goddess and with all the arts of Venus. Love, pleasure, wealth, joy, friends, fun, and just everything that makes life good, because that is the territory of Venus. And we're in my new house. My Venus altar is behind me. We're figuring out how to make everything be in place, and I'm so excited that I'm in a stable place every week so we can get back to Venus work. And today our topic is you are a vessel of love. So when we're on the spiritual path and on the priestess path, love is really the destination. We're looking for this divine connection with divine love, and whenever we connect in with God or goddess, we are always connecting in with love. That is the feeling that happens. That is why when we are when we are deep in prayer or having a deep spiritual moment, it feels a bit like when you meet a really cute little kitten, right? Or when you meet a dog, or when your kid does something, it's just so sweet you can't take it. Yeah, love is God. That is the whole thing in a nutshell, right? And as priestesses and as people on a spiritual path, we are here to be love, and particularly the priestess piece. We are here to be vessels of love in the world. And on the spiritual path, what we're actually doing is we're opening up our body and our mind and our hearts and our soul and all the stuff to be a bigger vessel for love, to be able to hold it and contain it and share it out in the world, right? So love is the destination and love is the journey. But as humans, we're kind of programmed to forget this all the time. It's okay, we all do it. We are here on this earth in this great forgetting. That's what it is. We're here and we remember, oh, I can be in alignment with that which I want. Oh, I can choose to become. Oh, I am here to be a vessel of love. And then 20 minutes later, maybe even 20 seconds later, we've completely forgotten, okay? And that's fine. So when we're working on this path of being a vessel of love, we're not working on being Captain Perfect, who is always like big heart open vessel of love 1000% all the time. We're still humans, and humans are programmed to forget this, right? We don't have to be superhuman to be able to do this, okay? And in fact, the forgetting, I feel, from a priestess lens, it is actually quite nice and quite useful to have that connection of the pain that we feel when we forget, when we come off alignment, because when we're helping people and we're on a spiritual path in the real world, we're not cloistered away in some mythical Isle of Avalon, even if we wish we were. We are here in the real world, and to be helpful, we need to be able to identify and resonate with people's experiences, right? And feel where they are. So all of our shadow, all of our not being able to get in alignment with love, that actually just opens up our vessel for compassion even more, okay? So by not being perfect, you're gaining another amazing spiritual skill, right? So when we are on this path, on the spiritual path, on this priestess path, we are this vessel of love. And the priestess path is about learning, and I feel the spiritual path too, to cultivate love. And we're cultivating that love in our life, in our mind, in our energetic field, in our body, in our heart, in all the places, okay? And that's kind of how we work on being a vessel of love. We've just cultivated this big vibe of love around us, okay? And it doesn't have to be in a very new agey, white light, Instagram, rose quartz kind of way. It can be very simple. At the heart of everything is quite simple, really. We make it very, very complicated. And on our spiritual path, we do a lot of self-work to feel worthy and deserving of love, right? We have these shadow things, these fears, these aversions, these shames that tell us we're not worthy of love. And they keep us away. They're like, oh, I would like to have a raise at my job, but I'm not worthy of it. I'm not worthy of it. Oh, I would love to have a big group of friends, but I'm not worthy of it. Oh, I would love to love myself completely, but I am too lazy, too chubby, too sad, too long, I don't know, to be worthy of it, okay? We have all these things turning us away from love. But the problem is the sneaky trick that our ego does on us when we are working with these parts of ourselves that we feel we need to change in order to be lovable. Love is the destination, but love has to be the journey as well, okay? We're not going to be able to heal that bit. We're not going to be able to integrate that bit unless we bring the destination, which is, ooh, lovely, lovely, love, love, and bring it right in, because love is the transforming thing that heals stuff. So being able to hold those shadows and shames within this energy and within this space of love, that is what changes and heals things, okay? Love is the right now. It's not the when I'm good enough. It's not the when I have managed to wake up at 6 a.m. in the morning and done an hour of meditation for a year, then I will deserve to be in communion with divine love. It's the right now, yeah? So, so we need to think about ways we can begin to cultivate our vessel of love. Because as a lot of us, I'm sure, are aware, if we are a vessel of the goddess and we are holding this energy of love, sometimes our vessels aren't very good at holding love, right? Because it's not a normal, everyday energy frequency that we are holding in our bodies. We're more habituated into other patterns, into distraction or tiredness or disappointment. And to be able to become that vessel of love, we need to expand our ability and our capacity to hold love. And again, it's okay if this is hard, because it is hard. It feels very difficult when we begin, right? So I want to tell you 3 ways to really begin to expand your capacity to be a vessel of love and hold that energy of love, okay? So the first thing is making a proper spiritual practice of spending time feeling love and expanding your ability to hold it. And by that, I mean thinking about something you love and appreciate. Usually not yourself, it's easier for other things. It could be your partner or your child or your dog or a dog you happened to see the other day, or how happy you are that Brittany is now free. Whatever it is, we think about that and we feel into that love. Then we just practice staying in that feeling for as long as we possibly can. When we begin this, we're probably only going to be able to hold it for about 5-10 seconds. And then we'll be like, hey, hold on, how come it's hard to hold this feeling for longer? What? Yeah. And then what we're doing as we practice this is we are expanding our vessel to be able to hold love for a greater and longer amount of time. Something we have to train. And this really expands our vessel to be able to hold and be in these states of love and divine love, so it can come in and so that it can come through us and out of us. Yeah? Expand the vessel, my friends. The second thing we can do to cultivate our vessel of love is to pray. It is just to connect with the divine in whatever way you see it. Oh, we see her as Venus here at Venus Church. And say, great goddess, Venus, Aphrodite, Morgana, please open my heart to receive more love. May I know love as my way of being. May I know love as my truth. May I be bathed in your rose petal ray of love now and always. Just taking that moment to connect in with the divine and inviting that love, because whenever we connect with the divine, that spark of love is present, right? And just by calling it in more and more and more, it begins to have a hook in our life, okay? And the final thing we can do to cultivate our ability to be a vessel of love and our ability to expand is to create space. And I say this a lot. Our lives are very, very busy, and we're very head driven and mind driven, and we've always got things to do and things to be, and we live in our mind a lot, but this beingness of love, it's not really in our mind, it's here in our heart, and a little bit is in my pussy too, so it's here in our body. So we need to have these moments where we can come out of our head and inhabit our body and just hold some space so that God and love and Goddess know that there's somewhere to go. If we always have this cup and it's filled to the brim with, I don't know, Ribena, coffee, squash, water, it's always full, the divine love's going to look at it and go, well, there's nowhere for me to go there. Oh, okay. But if we are taking some time to empty that cup, just have it empty for a little while. And this could look like having a meditation practice where we're just emptying out and practicing being a vessel for something. It could look like doing a yoga practice. It could look like going for a walk every day or every other day or once a week or whenever you can, and just trying to be very present, noticing all the jackdaws. There's a lot of jackdaws at this house. Noticing the flowers, noticing how the trees have lost their leaves and what they look like and what it smells like. Anything to come into presence so God and divine love have a look in. That's what you will need to do to help cultivate space to become a vessel of love. So thank you so much for joining me for Venus Church. If you found these tips helpful, please do comment below and let me know. And if you would love to know more about Venus and more about my work, come on over to priestesstraining.com. And I have a whole bevy of free stuff for you. We have a Prosperity Priestess Business Masterclass for bringing all this goddess work into your business. We have a Arts of Aphrodite free course to really connect with the powerful arts of Venus Aphrodite. We have a Morgan Le Fay activation where we can connect him with the great goddess of Avalon, Morgan Le Fay. We have so much stuff. I wrote them all down the other day and there's like 20 of them. So go on over to my website, pick a free gift and join us in our community. Sending you so much love.